Okay, guys, if you're not here, it's a tough luck. Okay, thanks for coming out. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be some good hits, good eats. Couple rules we're going to go over. Last time we did this in January, we had a little bit of an issue when it comes down to the end of the heat, how many cars we're taking out of the heats. The answer is we're taking 2, no matter what. There will be no ties. This is a team derby. I know there's a bunch of buddies.
1 team.
1 team, or I'll explain. I know there's a lot of buddies that have got lined up in the heats. You got to hit each other, right, Terrence? How are you? There is no friends tonight. I don't know how to put that any other way, but there are no friends. Because when it comes down to the end of the heat, and there's 2 different teams running. If it's 2 cars, one from each different heat, and they hit and they get stuck, those 2 cars or their partners can go to the main event, not both of them. A tie means 1 car from each heat. Pardon me? They will not be on a team on the main. Okay?
So they're on their own.
They're on their own in the main event. The reason, and if one of those cars wins the heat or wins the main event, the guy that didn't even go to the main event gets paid because he is your teammate.
Damn the bad.
I thought if your team advances, if Steve advances, then that automatically puts
It
me.
does, except for the tie. There is. The reason why is this reason. We don't want, for instance, team 3, heat 3. There's 4 cars from 1 area. We know this. We don't want those. We don't want those guys. Okay. We do not want those guys running around, knocking everybody else out, and hitting and shutting their cars off, and everybody advancing. We don't want this. We designed this show to be teams, you and your buddy against the world tonight. Tomorrow you guys can go back, or at 10 o'clock tonight you can go back to being buddies with your neighbors. But right now, it's you and your partner and nobody else. Now it is. Tie, we take the key is, if there is a tie, and your car has lost its transmission, and you want your partner to go in the main instead of you, that's fine. We don't care. But it'll only be 1 car from each team going to the main event. Now, your partner can go to the grudge match. If he wins the grudge match, go to the main event through the grudge match and get both of you in. But that's your call.
That's just not a tie. Only 1 car running in the heat, both of you go.
Yes, correct. If it comes down to you and your buddy and one other car, and you go put them up against the wall, beat the living crap out of them, great. If your buddy gets tied with him and you're still going and can make a hit, it's your team only. But there will only be 2 cars out of each heat. Any questions?
How many cars on each
You better not tie nobody.
Okay.
How come you guys don't do that?
We do it differently. We do it differently every time.
Like we cheat them.
We'll do it some way different next time. Okay. I've been told to tell you to stay off the barriers. But I'm a driver. I understand.
get rid of the barriers.
Driving really close to the barriers. What am I going to do? I'm going to try to knock them right over the top of the barriers. So, but let's be.
I don't hear nothing.
I
Now,
thought that meant I can't just drive across the arena and kick the barrier.
knowing you will.
I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember a pretty pink car driving up and using them as a bank.
Okay. If there's a car on the barrier and you want to knock them off, that's fine. But if
To the
there's
other
a car
side?
on the barrier and you try to knock over the barrier, you're eliminated. Leave the cars that are on the barricade alone unless you're trying to knock them off. Any questions? Okay. 20 minutes. We'll be going in between each heat because of the levels of hydrocarbon, COs, or whatever chemicals in the air. We got to be careful. So we'll have a 20-minute break between there.
call these cars fast
If
edition?
a car starts losing a transmission or loses a tire and it becomes a smoke fest, which means they're roasting them and you can't see, we're going to call that car out because we got to keep the emissions and everything down. So if you lose a tranny or a tire, and I know it's different from an outside show and we apologize, we just don't have any choice. Too much smoke, you'll be called out. Steam, we're not worried about that because half of you guys will be steaming in about a minute and a half. Two fire rule. 2 fires, you're at the second one, you're out. If you are eliminated in first place with a fire, if you guys are going and you're hitting somebody and they're out, and all of a sudden your car catches on fire and they don't come and make another hit, you'll still advance to the main event because you're still, even though it's not like hitting a driver's door, it is just something that happens, you'll still advance because you haven't done anything wrong, your car caught on fire. 60-second hit rule. Understand, guys, 60 seconds goes awful fast. I've heard a lot of people going, what? I just made a hit 65 seconds ago. That's not too long.
The arena's so small, you're gonna hit.
Yeah, you better. If you can't make a hit in 60 seconds, there's something wrong with you.
Jumpy's not driving.
Driver's doors. They're illegal, yes. But every time I got somebody behind me yelling at me, you didn't call a driver's door. Or, go look at this car, what did you think? Why didn't you call it? I didn't see it. We do miss stuff. You know, if we think you're using your door as a defensive mechanism, pull in front of somebody and stop, I'm going to cheer the guy to hit you. That driver's door is for protection, not to use.
Did you hear that?
Do not hit him in the door, but do not use it as a defense. If you turn away, that's not defense. Defense is turning and stopping so they hit you. Bad calls. There'll be 2 or 3 tonight. Every night, I got a set of earplugs reserved because I know I'm going to get yelled at tonight. There will be a bad call or 2, and I apologize. I wish there wasn't. Cars that are illegal. We've missed stuff. We miss stuff every time. Matter of fact, we've already seen something that we missed. We've passed it. It ain't going to affect the cars, the strength of the car, but we've missed it, and we apologize. But there's stuff out there that I'm sure we've missed. If anybody has done anything majorly illegal, which is something in their frames that we've missed, and we feel that it strengthens the car after the Derby, then we can talk about that specific vehicle. You want to come up and yell at me and say, hey, this car's cheated, go look, come up and talk to me and leave it alone. If I go over and look and there's a little piece of weld this big, I'm going to turn and say, next time don't come see me. We're here for fun. There's not a lot of money. Prize money tonight. First place, $1,500 bucks. Second place, $300 bucks. Third place, $200 bucks. First place in each heat, $100 bucks. So $100 bucks to the winning team, so you get your money at the entrance fee back.
When's the next time you're going to Derby so we all get even with you?
When's the next time?
Hey.
So we get even.
And I'll send you a postcard to your address so you know so you
It'll
can
be a
there.
long time. Logan, everybody go to Logan. You get even with Jumpy.
Other show, yes. Grudge match. It'll be 20 minutes after 15 minutes. Yeah. The grudge match is 20 minutes after the third heat. It is anybody that can make it back in. It's free to enter. We take the top 2. So if there's 2 cars from 2 different teams, you're both in. We'll take the top 2, which means it is a team derby. But if your partner's roast his training, you go out there and win, great. Another guy, same thing. He goes out and comes down to you 2. We'll stop it. So we're gonna take 2 out of the grudge.
Say I make it to the grudge.
Can your partner go? Yes. If you don't make the heat, the main event, you park your car, and your partner goes out and wins the grudge, do you want to go out in the main event? By all means.
So
How are you gonna pull them in?
So that's the only time.
Line it up to eat, or we just pull it back?
I have no idea.
That's the only time
That's
you can take two
Brett Bibles.
teams, right?
Yeah, 2 teams.
We'll answer that.
Top
Okay.
2 cars. Yeah.
Somebody asked me about hand signals.
Oh, Staples.
Where's Staples? Oh. Okay.
What's this mean?
The middle finger means we don't like you. Thumbs up means good hit. Tapping at your watch and going like this means you're out. Tapping on like this and saying go means you better hurry and make a hit.
This means hit me.
Yeah, this means hit me too. Come get me.
Plug that out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Let's see. The other prize money, we've been doing this last show and this show was $700 we spent on jackets and welding stuff. We're doing that. The reason we're doing that is we want everybody that drives to leave with something regardless. So we took some of the prize money and we're going to do that every once in a while, especially these shows, just so that when you come, you're not leaving with nothing. You're going to get something.
What do we get?
Did you get a hoodie? You got a hoodie this time. Next time, you know, we did the welding. If you were here last time, you got a welding jacket with your name. But that's another thing we did for prize money, is just to make sure everybody got something.
We're going to need the turtle trophy.
Turtle trophy, it's somewhere. Somebody, whoever rolls the car, first one to roll a car, there'll be, we got a trophy of a turtle upside down, and I'm sure we'll throw some money at it. Okay. When there's a fire or we stop the heat, you stop right where you're at. You drive across the arena to position yourself after we've told you to stop, you're out of there. We will call you. If there's a rollover, we're going to tell everybody stop. Stop right there. If there's a car rolled over on the side or upside down and we have to stop it to get him out, even if we push the car back over, he's eliminated because he's had outside assistance to get him the car loose. If we roll a car, now you guys make the call on this. If you roll a car and you land on top of him and you have to stop, you're stuck. And we have to pull the car off to get him out. Do you want the car that rolled him out or not? You make the call.
He's still in.
Still in.
Okay, raise your hands if you want him in. Okay, I'm not even counting. So if we have to assist a car to get off, and that'll be your bonus for being aggressive, yes.
If you're on your side, are you guys going to stop it?
Understand, if you're on your side, we have to stop it. If before we touch the car, you can shake that car over by hitting the seat, fine. But
What if somebody else knocks it back?
by,
Another car.
They're going to
we
stop
can't
it.
let you do that. Because his roof is exposed, we can't have the chance of somebody getting hit in the roof and hurting him. It is one of those like getting stuck on a barricade or getting 2 fire rules. It's part of the show. You're on your side, we get you out, you're out. You can come back to the garage.
Pat the roof.
Not well, okay. We'll make a special rule for you next time, but not tonight. You haven't got it done. If we make a bad call, you don't like it, understand you've probably won a heat or lost a heat before because of a bad call. It happens. Every one of us that's been around the outside of the arena has driven. We've all been screwed out of something because of a bad call. I'm telling you right now, yeah, shut up. I remember very well. I'm telling you right now, I apologize. There's nothing I can do it. Don't have your family running down with a video. Look, look, look. Because the only thing I'll say is, hey, you're right. And they'll say, can I go to the main? I'll say, no, you can't. Call stands regardless of if it's right or wrong. If it's wrong, I apologize. It's gonna happen.
2 or 3 times.
It's like now, Notwell's already out in the first heat. He doesn't know it yet. Or third heat. We have shows June 15th, 80s and newer, down in Bluffdale. July 1st is our first ever focus on full-fledged mini car show. Pays $3,000 in prize money for a mini car show. 102-inch wheelbase. And Smaller.
Does that mean you
Four
cut a New
cylinders.
Yorker in half, weld it together?
Now
Oh, you would try that too, wouldn't you? Direct drive from the transmission to the rear end. Yeah, I can see that. Is there any other questions? We'll start each truck derby. Truck derby. We have one going right now. Tool is not, unless we have the monster truck show, and if we do that, we'll have a truck derby. But Friday night at the Salt Lake County Fair is a full-fledged heats everything truck demolition derby. We're pulling the 80s out. We'll probably run a mini show with it, but we're running a full-fledged, hoping to get 30 trucks that'll probably pay $3,000 or $4,000 towards trucks somewhere in that area. But it's a truck demolition derby on Friday night at the week of Salt Lake County Fair. Where is Mike? Or Mike? Is he in here?